we've asked AnC Bio and the JP partners working on the AnC Bio project to update their private placement memoranda to include some events, including there was an auction of the Korean facility in Korea, and just to make sure all the proper disclosures are in that private placement memoranda before they then go back out to continue to attract new investors. We also want to see that updated memoranda provided to existing investors as well. So in the meantime, we also entered into an agreement with the Department of Financial Regulation to help us review all our EB5 projects. So this AnC Bio was one of the first ones to get in that queue, if you will, for review by the Department of Financial Regulation. So they're looking at it from a securities compliance standpoint. We're looking at it from a USCIS compliance standpoint. But that's essentially what's happening. Is there's a hold, if you will, on continued marketing of that project until that memoranda is updated and in such a way that it meets all the standards that are currently in place from the Securities and Exchange Commission. We essentially told them to hold off on marketing and seeking new investors into that project until that PPM is updated. So suspended may be a strong word, but it's a matter of having the time for JPEAK and the partners there to update the memoranda, which included market studies and other work that had to be done that takes several months. So it was a hold, essentially. It put a hold on any further marketing until that work has been completed, and that's the work they're trying to wrap up, as I understand, right now. We need to have the review, all the necessary documentation submitted to us and the Department of Financial Regulation for Department of Financial Regulation to complete their review and indicate that it meets all the appropriate standards. Now that we've gotten the market study has been completed, that was just completed, I understand, within the last couple of weeks. So that once that review is completed by the Department of Financial Regulation and we enter into a new memorandum of understanding, then they can proceed to continue to market the project. But it should be understood there already are a number of investors in on that AnC Bio project, and that's all fine and done under the old private placement memoranda. But we really wanted to make sure we found updated new private placement memoranda given the type of sector, biotechnology, that this project is involved in, and given some the need for just additional information. So that is what's underway. I can't give you an estimate on the timing. It really depends on how soon information can be provided from the partners and the time DFR needs to do the appropriate level of review. There was an auction of the corporate headquarters in South Korea. I can't remember the exact date. And so that was one of the things that triggered for us the question of what else do we need to know, what else should be disclosed to the investors. So that and the just changing nature of biotechnology, that sector moves at a pretty fast pace, lots changing, lots happening. So we said it's really a good time to go ahead and update this PPM, make sure we've covered everything and get the information that a prudent investor would need to have to make a decision whether he or she wanted to invest new money or keep their current investment in the project. And so the company has certainly agreed to let existing investors know and or see the updated PPM, and all new investors will be given the updated PPM.